Okay, here's my GT6 for sale. Original number AJW73M, which is quite a valuable number, what I've been told. So it's got Cobra wheels, new tyres on the front. It's been restored over the last, well, it started in '92, but it's all cellulose on the outside of the car. That's the rear. So the interior, get a little light on that. So the interior, I've had work on the seats are pretty good. Some walnut dash, new carpets, new headlining. It's got a mark on here where I cut it with a chainsaw. These were re-chromed, these bumpers, and put back on. So twin exhaust, all the electrics work. As you can see, it's had everything replaced under here. If they're not replaced, they've been reconditioned. So all the brake pipes, the brakes, the shoes, all the petrol pipes. This is pretty good. It's got little bits that want doing. There's a bit there, and there's a bit I think under here. I don't know, I mean, that's alright actually. Probably one of the worst bits. These are all solid, but there's little specks, I don't know if you can see them, little specks coming through here. All the joints are good, but I don't know what that is. There's some reaction, I think, with the paint underneath. You see just here, it's got little white marks. It's only the surface paint that seems to have come off, but it's been in this garage for a long time, and it's got really hot with this concrete wall. The sun's on it, so along here, as you can see, there's little fine cracks in the cellulose. It's all cellulose, the car on the top. It's synthetic inside, but there are little cracks here, if you can see them. I don't know if you can actually, but they're in the surface of the paint, so it's stretched and expanded, I think, with the heat in here. These are the original glasses with the AJW stamped on, and the original Zybart sticker. I don't see many of those. So let's have a look inside. So houndstooth, walnut dash, new headlining. See if you can squeeze in here. So that's the interior. It's got inertia belts fitted on both sides. So it's got the original white dial, or white needle ones that they always had. It's not been replaced with the orange ones with a funny mileage. So what's the mileage actually? I can't remember what it is. It bears no resemblance to anything really, the mileage, but on the original Speedo it's got so 7,728 on there. So I don't know how many it actually did for it. It went for restoration. So the houndstooth original seats, which the Mark III had. What else could tell you about the interior? But it had 3-part seals, I know that for sure. So those 3 have been replaced. Let's have a look around here. Perhaps be able to lift the bonnet. Hang on a moment. Let's set this camera so I don't lose it. There we go. So That's under the bonnet. There's a mark there where it's touched the cap. There's a plate originally in the bonnet down the top. The bottom half of the bonnet is, if you can see the lights, they're all not rusted away, they're all new and been replaced. Horns there, the original green chassis. It's got a 2 litre pushrod tube, earlier engine in, so they put this engine in the Vitesse 2 litre and the early Mark 1s. So that's an earlier engine. I bought that and put it in because it was a reconditioned engine, and it starts and runs great. All the brake pipes and shockers were replaced, and the fuel pipes, and the servo. You don't see many of those actually. Original servo. That was all done with the interior. Paul Norton did that for me. He replaced the internal kit because I had the kit off him, but I couldn't actually fit it because I couldn't get one of the nuts off in there, which he said was really tight and they struggled. But the kit's in it now. What else? It's got the cowling at the front, and you can see that for the aluminium cowling there. The radiator. The bulkheads, if you notice, there's no rust on them. It's all perfect. And it's got the green chassis. Obviously they had the right coloured chassis to match the car. What else can I tell you? Oh, I replaced the water pump that was dripping, and I replaced this track rod end recently. And the other one here, this track rod end, I've got it down here actually. I've got that one to do. So it's not that they're damaged at all, because they were replaced with new ones, but the rubber boot's gone. It's deteriorated the rubber. New steering rack. No bubbling rust all over here, which you normally see on them. They're normally shot blasted or whatever, and then you can seal the rust and they just spray over it. But as you can see, there's no rust on this at all. It's as it should be. Same down here. This bit's one tidying up. Look, there's a bit here on this. It wants a bit of green down there, the paint. It's got the trims around the windows back and front, which a lot of them haven't got. Brake cylinder, master cylinder and clutch, they were done internally, and the slave cylinder down there. There's a kit in those, all of those. It's got, which you don't often see there, steel balances, and these are complete. And it's got new lights, but I think I've got the original flat ones. That was a slightly different one, the originals. These are original plastics. They're fiberglass now, the replacements. You can't get these, I don't think. Well, the last time I looked, they were about 125 quid for one of those. So, yeah, it's the steel underneath here, the valance. It's not the scoop type, which I think looks better myself. So I don't know what else I can tell you about it. Really, it was a long rebuild. I had it in 1992, and while my kids, my 2 boys were growing up, they helped me with it in various stages. Since, you know, doing all little bits, and it helped them practically. So yeah, so 92, and then it was finished in about, I think it was about 205, something like that. Must have been a bit later, and then I've tinkered with it ever since. But I couldn't get it out of here onto the road before this, because until last year I couldn't get through there. I've just fitted those electric doors, so I can actually get it out. There's about 3 inches either side to spare. Yeah, and that's it's got to go, because my bikes, I'm doing bikes now. I've always been to bikes, so they'll go into the garage, and this has got to go, I'm afraid, unfortunately. Like I said, Cobra wheels, really nice. There's some spare steel wheels with it. They're just 5J steels, I want refinishing. There's also a spare engine. The engine, the other one is it's got the new type of head. I think it's a KC, which means it's an American spec late one from a Mark III. I think I'm right in saying that. You can check that up if you like. But it was supposed to be, I don't know if it is or not, it was supposed to be a blueprinted engine, which someone started building a Spitfire and was going to put that in it, and then they had to move house, so everything was up for sale, and I bought the engine off them just for a spare, so that's with it as well. I think that's about all I can say. It runs fine. It wants touching up, cleaning up, tinkering with, and it will want recommissioning. You know, before it goes on the road, it obviously doesn't need an MOT. Doesn't mean you shouldn't get one. But I would definitely recommission it and just go through everything, make sure everything's right. It drives, it goes through all the gears. I've had it up in the air in here, so it'll go through all the gears fine. And I've driven it out, as you can see in the video, to the front for the first time since '92 when it came here. So that's a nice little car. If I was keeping it, I'd do some paint work on it, and that's about it, I think. So yeah, there we go. That's up for sale.